This isn't your typical new build. 15 minutes from Dublin city centre, a reconstruction of a house from early medieval times. 6 metres in diameter, built of hazel post and wattle, thatched in oaten straw.
There's a couple of ways you can thatch with straw. So the way that I'm doing it here is pulling fairly large bundles, each probably weighing about a stone weight, teasing them out and bringing them up and laying them on the roof. It is just like being a hairy house hairdresser.
The roundhouse is based on findings from an excavation in County Antrim in the 1980s.
If you were living in early medieval Ireland over 1,000 years ago, this would have been home.
The reconstruction is part of an ongoing research project at UCD.
What we're trying to see is how would a building in the 8th century, how would you build it, how would you construct it in terms of its architectural form, and once you've built it, then what would it be like to live in it in terms of heat and smoke and light and so on. So we're trying to recreate the living conditions and the architecture of early medieval Ireland 1,000 years ago.
Around the world, experimental archaeology projects of this size on university campuses are few and far between. It means the learning experience can be quite transformative. Evidence of that is found elsewhere on site. Students are working on carvings inspired by early medieval cross slabs.
It's a lot more not sitting behind a computer and a lot more getting your hands dirty.
Physically engaging with the production process kind of makes you think differently when you're learning about the more academic side of things.
All young university students at this stage, their main educational experience in the last few years has been one mediated through screens. But here, this is a far better educational experience than reading about it in a book or looking at a drawing or looking at a photograph of an archaeological excavation.
Once the thatching is complete, the roundhouse will be furnished. Having learned how such houses were built, students will research what it was like to live in them.